whether work, life, all of the above, sometimes we just feel stuck, like Chuck.
There you go. Joining us this morning to give us a pep in our step and hopefully some words of inspiration and some wisdom. Psychic therapist, spiritual teacher, and author Vincent Genna, who has a new book out called The Secret That's Holding You Back. Vincent, good morning. Pleasure to have you on.
Oh my gosh, Lisa, it's wonderful to be here. Thank you.
We already feel the good vibes,
You
right?
know
We
it.
need you today.
We need you.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yes,
There we go.
we're ready for it. All right, Vincent, first of all, can you tell us what exactly a psychic therapist is?
Yes, the psychic therapist is, I became a psychic way when I was 28 years old. And because I was jumping into the human mind so deeply into the darkest places, right? Yeah. I decided to go back to school and get my psychotherapy degree. So I got a BA in psychology, a master's in clinical social work. That way I understand the human mind upside down, inside out, developmentally. So when I'm going in there, I can go the deepest I want and be able to help people the best I can. That's what I combine them both.
Wow.
Gotcha. Okay, Vincent.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
psycho and psychic.
Gotcha. Putting them together. Can you tell us more about this new book? I mean, maybe you don't want to give the entire secret away, but the secret that's holding us back.
No, you know what, Owen? It's about the anomalies that go on in the human brain. The two highest functions of the brain is, one, to keep us alive, obviously. Two, to protect us in order to keep us alive. Well, in order to protect us, we know what it does physically with fevers and passing out and raising our white blood cell count if we have illnesses. But what does it do emotionally if we have emotional pains and negative self-beliefs? Well, it creates a layer of protective defense mechanisms to shield you and block you from that. But we're more than physical beings. We're spiritual beings having a physical experience. So we can manifest, and we are tapped into a power, but that power is connected in the unconscious mind. So the whole purpose of my book, The Secret That's Holding You Back, is to be able to get people to believe what they need to believe, not what they think they believe. And it brings them way down into the depth of their psyche to get those unconscious first set of maladaptive beliefs that we developed when we were growing up. I call them the I'm nots. I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. I'm not deserving. We have to get at that. And this book is the core work exercise to be able to do it.
Boy, oh boy, that's something. We need you on a flight to Houston immediately, please, to consult both of us. Vincent, what are some common blocks that sabotage someone's effort to live a more meaningful life?
Well, a very common one is the concept of I'm not lovable without even knowing it. So here's what it is. We are attracting magnets and forces in life, Lisa. So if you're attempting to have a relationship and you're not attracting the right person into your life, because it's not about going out and seeking, it's about attracting, then that's because your inner belief is that you're not lovable. It's not going to work out. It's not going to you're going to sabotage yourself in some way. And that's what winds up happening. And because like attracts like, you're also attracting somebody who believes the exact same thing. That's one of the #1 blocks. The second one is I'm not good enough, which is the major reason why people don't get the job that they want, or that raise, or that promotion, is because they think they deserve it in their conscious minds. Oh, I'm capable of doing that. But in their unconscious recessed mind, they're saying, oh, I'm not good enough. I can't do that. What am I thinking? And that's what's going out into the universe and creating that problem. So every time people are trying to create something positive and they're not getting it, chances are it's because they believe something negative.
So if we go back to the early days, I mean, how early are we talking about, and who's responsible for these beliefs? Is it bad parenting? Is it not having a mentor? Is it
You're going to get me in trouble now, but it goes back as early as being in the womb.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we are energies. We know, doctors have shown that today. When there's pregnant women, they say, play some nice, comfortable music. That baby is absorbing the energy on the outside, which is why sometimes they come out with some discipline problems, because maybe the parents were fighting ahead of time. So we receive messages from the moment we're conceived from our environment, and most of them can be very negative. And so as we're growing up, look, parenting is so rough today. Think about this. We got people who have had hard stories in their lives, and now they grow up, and if they're not doing anything to truly heal themselves, and then they become become parents, they're going to pass their issues down to the children. And even if you're not attempting to do that and you're attempting to be a good parent, children decide who they are by the attention they receive, not the words they hear. And we know there could be some real negative attention headed towards children, whether it's a breakup in the family or not. That's how early they are. But no, we don't have to relive your childhood. You just have to understand what your childhood and your youth created as far as self-beliefs. Those are the things we need to change.
You're blowing my mind. You're incredible.
And you're talking to two parents.
Yes,
so,
indeed. I know. Vincent, real quick here. What are some words of wisdom that you live by you can share with us?
Okay, this is the hardest work that you will ever do. It's actually easier, believe it or not, to become a CEO of a Fortune 500 company than it is to completely heal your life, because it requires daily effort. So on a daily basis, you need to be able to go in there with the tools that I do give and work on it, because however old you are, you have ingrained those negative beliefs even that much deeper for that many years. So you're going to have to do the work. But let me tell you something about this work. When you get to the other side of it, I have people that have been reading my book, and as they're reading the book and starting the work, all of a sudden their dreams are coming true. Dream jobs that they have always wanted, they're now getting with increase in pay. And it's just because they started. So it is the most beneficial work. When you come out on the other side of the work, you're constantly being validated and reinforced for what you're doing. So yes, go at it. You are worth it. We are incredibly magnificent beings with unbelievable abilities, and we need to change what we believe about ourselves in order to have those abilities come out and use them in our fullest potential.
Boy,
I mean, it's really the truth.
Wonderful.
beautifully
message.
said, Vincent.
Yes.
Beautifully said. Psychic therapist. We're running out of time. Spiritual teacher, author, Vincent Genna. We're going to put the book up on the graphic for all our viewers so they can see what it looks like, and they all know they can order it on Amazon like we're going to right now.
That's right.
And just thanks so much for the time.
Thank you, Vincent.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys are incredible. Thank you.
Oh, likewise. We enjoyed having him.